Everyone. It's January 1st and I'm tired. It's 2026 now. Happy New Year. But I'm still tired and I've had time off. And yet I'm still tired. And I've spent some time today thinking, okay, January 1st, plans for 2026. It's not that I haven't thought about it, but it's like you feel like you should have some up and go. This is what I'm going to change. This is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to be frankly honest with you. I feel like so many of the things that I felt like I needed to change and I needed to do for me personally in my life for the last several months, I felt like a complete and utter failure at. Like, I've been trying so hard and feeling like I'm failing every way I look. And, sometimes that just happens. And I don't want to sound flippant about it, but I guess I am to a point in my life where I just know I'm not enough. I am not enough. I have to live day by day by the grace of God, and it's not always pretty. Like, I'm very, very blessed, but I am not enough. And that's just what it is. And there's some big things. Like, when I look at my quote unquote plans for 2026, there are some really big things that I want to see happen. There's some really big things that I think are going to happen. And there's things that are just going to require a lot of work. And if I'm being frankly honest with you, I don't have the time. Like, I physically do not have the time to do all the things that I would need to do in every area of my life. There just are not enough hours in the day. So looking into 2026, I am going to be existing on the grace of God day by day all year. And He's going to have to make this enough. It's going to take a miracle. But as I was thinking about plans and all of these things, and I just kept going, and what kept going through my head is this Bible verse. I used to have this on my wall so I could see it every day. Let's see if I can find it here. It's in Proverbs. And it says, I'm sorry for the delay here, so professional. Proverbs chapter 19, verse 21. There are many plans in a man's heart. Nevertheless, the Lord's counsel, that will stand. And I'll read that again. If you haven't heard this one before, let it sink in. There are many plans in a man's heart. Nevertheless, the Lord's counsel, that will stand. And to me, this verse is saying, yeah, people make lots of plans, but ultimately the ones that actually happen are the ones that God makes. And this can be very humbling when you like to make plans, which I do, to realize that you can make plans all you want, but it's not necessarily going to happen. It can also be very encouraging when you are in line with a plan that God has, and there are other people making plans in opposition to that, and you feel discouraged because of that, to read this and go, no, God's plans, they're going to prevail. It doesn't matter what plans other people make. God's plans are going to prevail. And I can tell you, in 2026, what I want to do, and God help me, the parts of me that don't want to do this but need to, what I need to do is be trusting God to make sure that His plans are fulfilled, and to make sure that I am doing the things I need to be doing in alignment with Him, and trusting that He's going to make me enough, and that the max that I can do, even though I look at it and I go, it's not what I need to do, but it's the max that I can do, that He's going to make that enough. Because there isn't enough of me to go around all the things, but He can make it enough, and He does. And I need to be able to rest in that. Because believe you me, I do not always rest in that. I should, but I don't. I will stress. And that's not what he calls us to. So in 2026, I need to rest in knowing that God's plans are going to prevail. That he will make me enough for the things that he has called for me to do in 2026, that he's going to show up and miraculously have his plans fulfilled in the things that I look at and I go, I don't know how that's going to happen. I need to be resting in his plan. What is it that you need to do in 2026? Not the list, because we make plans, but God's plans will prevail. But what is it that you need to do, really, in 2026? If you'd like to share, I'd love to read. But until next time, God be with you.